Dear students, welcome to financial management class. We are in the fifth module is short term financing and investment decision. So here we are detailing studying what do you mean by working capital management. Means what? It's a day to day expenses, how we can control that. So in that operating cycle or working capital cycle. So this is a formula for calculating all the stages, how many days it will take. Okay. Next we are going for format for calculating cost of goods sold. So this is they have not given the question what is the cost of goods sold, that we have to calculate. From this we can easily find how many stages, remaining steps. So how to calculate cost of goods sold? It's an opening stock of raw material. So if they given opening stock of raw material, we have to take from this, we have to add purchase during the period. So if they given additional purchase, if the company borrowed purchase, means that we have to add. So if you add that two, you will get total raw material. So you have to minus closing stock of raw material. So you will get, if you minus that, so you will get raw material consumed. How many raw material you have used during the year, total raw material consumed, you will get under this step. So next, add labor and other production expenses. So if you have any while producing product, so if there is any expenses, if they are given in the problem, that you have to add. So if you add, you will get total. Then you have to add opening work in progress. So work in progress means what? If you are started to produce that product, so work in progress means the stage second, next stage. So it's work in progress, the product has been started to produce that. So if you have opening balance of work in progress, you have to add, so total of that. And if you minus closing work in progress, so you'll get cost of production. So this is a total. If you less that, so you will get total cost of production, how much cost you have spent for producing that product, you will get the total. So next you have to add selling, distribution and other financial expenses. So means closing work in progress means till that the product has been completed, means you have produced that product. So selling and distribution means what? Marketing and warehouse, that all comes under this expenses. So if you have any selling and distribution and other financial expenses, that we have to add. So if you total of that, and next you have to add opening stock of finished goods. So if you have in the company, if you have finished goods in the company, but you have not supplied to the other customers, so it is there in the warehouse only. So then opening how many stocks of finished goods you have in the company, that we have to add. Next, less closing stock of finished goods. So if you minus total, in this, if you minus closing stock of finished goods, so you will get cost of goods sold. So it's clear, students, how to calculate cost of goods sold. This is a format constant. What are the information they have given, that we can take, because in all the problem they will not give all these items, but some items they will give, only we have to consider those items. So this is a format for calculating cost of goods sold. From this format we have calculated raw material consumed, cost of productions and cost of goods sold. So these three means major cost is very important for calculating operating cycle. So it's clear, students. So next we will go for the next illustration. Calculate working capital requirement if the cash required for contingency is rupees 4.75 lakhs from the following information. So from this we have to calculate working capital requirement, and the operate working capital requirement means how much cost you need. So for that we have to calculate what is the operating cycle, means how many days it will take, also we have to calculate, and working capital requirement. And plus they have given contingencies, they have given in this balance sheet, they will not mention in the assets or liabilities, and note they will mention, like if they given contingency, what are actually, what is the formula for calculating working capital requirement, cost of goods sold per day into operating cycle. So if you multiply this, total working capital requirement you will get. In this, no, you have to add contingents. If they given in the problem, we have to add. So you will get total, what is the total capital requirement you will get at that time. If they not given contingency, you can ignore that. So in next they have given particulars, opening balance and closing balance. Raw material opening balance is 230 and closing balance is 250. Means what? Year starting means 1st April, your raw in the company there are 230 raw materials, means so many raw materials we have, and if closing balance, at the end of 31st March next year, 250 raw material we have in the company. So opening balance and closing balance they have given. By using this, you can calculate average. So work in progress they have given, finished goods they have given, book debt means debtors. Okay, next they have given trade creditors means creditors. So additional information also they have given, purchase of raw material and stores rupees 810 lakhs. So they have made additional purchase of raw material. So make a note of that, students. Means the company has 230 as a opening balance. In between, they have purchased 810 lakhs worth of raw material in between. So manufacturing expenses they have, depreciation they have given, excise duty, selling and distribution and financial cost is 240 lakhs, and sales they have given us 2 lakhs. So total sales they have company made in this year is 2000 lakhs they have made. So from this following information, first we have to calculate, means working capital cycle and working capital requirement. Before that, first we have to calculate by using this format, calculation of cost of goods sold. So these are the information they have given, that I am given in the note. Okay, first what is the in format? First is opening balance of raw material. So in the opening balance of raw material, how much opening balance of raw material is 230. From this, you have to add additional purchase during the year. So if you have made any purchase, that we have to add. So in the note they have given 810 lakhs. So if you add these two, 230 lakhs plus 810 lakhs is 1040 lakhs. So total 1040 you will get. So from this, we have to minus closing stock of raw material. So in the note what they have given, 250 is your closing stock. So if you minus, from 1040 minus 250, 790 is your total material consumed. So first we have found total raw material consumed, how many raw material we have used. So 790 lakhs worth of raw material we have used. So next we have to add production expenses. So in production, any expenses they have given in the problem, means purchase is a purchase, it's in manufacturing expenses, depreciation and excise duty they have given. So these all production, during the production, what are the expenses incurred, that we have to take. So all the three if you add, means manufacturing is 380, depreciation is 60, excise duty is 160. So if you add all three expenses, you will get 600. So from raw material consumed is 790. If you add total production expenses, 600, so 1390 you will get. So next we have to add opening work in progress. So 50 they have given. So if you add that, you will get 1440. So next you have to minus work in progress is 52. So total cost of production is, if you minus that, you will get 1388. So this is a total cost of production. This cost of production means what? While producing that product, how much cost you have spent for producing that product. That is the total cost available they have mentioned. So next, add selling and distribution and other financial expenses. So they have given in the problem 240 lakhs. So I have taken that. So next you have to, if you add cost of production is 1388, add the selling and distribution is 240, so you will get 1628. So next we have had opening stock of finished goods. So they have given opening stock of finished goods is opening balance is 260 and closing balance is 300. So opening balance is 260. So if you add that, from 1628 plus 260, so 1888, so minus closing stock. So closing stock is 300. So if you minus that, no, you will get total cost of goods sold. So how much cost of goods sold means for producing and for selling that product, no, how much cost you have spent that producing that product and selling also. So these 588 lakhs. So much cost you have spent for that producing that product. So it's clear, students, how to calculate cost of goods sold. From this, from this table we will take only raw material consumed, cost of production and cost of goods sold. So these three are very important values. So that we will use in the calculating future calculations. So it's clear, students, how to calculate cost of goods sold. So next we will calculate what is a working capital cycle or operating cycle. The formula is R plus W plus F plus D minus C. So R is a raw material, W is a work in progress, F is a finished goods, D is a debtors and C is a creditors. So first we will calculate what is the value of R. So what is the formula? Average stock of raw material divided by average raw material consumed per day. So how to calculate? For that, I have made a note. So average stock of raw material. So average RM I have given. I am taken a short form, because while writing your notes, write a full form. Don't use short forms, okay, students? So average stock of raw material is equal to opening stock of raw material plus closing stock of raw material divided by 2. So this is the formula for calculating average stock of raw material. So from this, from this problem, raw material, opening stock of raw material is 230 and closing is 250. So if you take 230, opening stock is 230 and closing stock is 250, so divided by 2. So you have to add 230 plus 250 is 480 divided by 2. So your raw material consumed, average stock of raw material in the company is 240 lakhs. So this is your value of average stock of raw material. So next we have to calculate average raw material consumed per day. So what is the formula for that? Is per day, for per annum, from we have calculated from the table, but we have to calculate per day. So for what is the formula for that? Is raw material consumed per day is equal to raw material consumed divided by 360. So from this table, from cost of goods sold, so what is the value of raw material consumed? How many raw material we have consumed? So in the top, only we have considered raw material consumed is 790. So what we have calculated is 790 is your total raw material we have used. So that value we have to take. So raw material consumed is 790 divided by 360. So if students, if they not given a number of days, how many days you have to take consider while calculating this, they have not mentioned, we have to assume it is 360. If they mention, then we have to take that date. So here in this problem, they have not given any dates, how many days is there in the 1 year. So we will consider it as 360. So here average raw material consumed per day is 790 divided by 360. So it's 2.19. So from this values, we have got value of R is raw material is equal to average stock of raw material that we have calculated is 240 and divided by average raw material consumed per day is 2.19. So if you divide this two, 240 divided by 2.19. So your value of raw material R is 109.58 days. So here don't take the round figure, students, because if one stage completed, next stage will continue in the same day or next day. So we should not take round figure in this. So 109.58 days it will take to produce from warehouse to raw material, to purchase that raw material, it will take 109.58 days it will take. So it's clear, students? So next we will go for W, means work in progress. So total value of work in progress, how many days it will take, okay? Average stock of working capital divided by average stock of production per day. So this is the formula for calculating W. So how to calculate average stock of work in progress? So now opening stock of work in progress plus closing stock of work in progress divided by 2. For that, no, we have to know what is the opening stock and closing balance of work in progress. In this problem, no, they have given 50 has opening balance and 52 has closing balance. So that value will take 50 plus 52 divided by 2. So 102 divided by 2 is 51 lakhs. So average stock of work in progress, so means 51 lakhs you will spend for the work in progress. For that means how many cost you will spend for the, for work in progress, no, 51 average is 51 lakhs you will spend for that. So next we will calculate average stock of production per day. So how many cost of production you have done during the year? From this table, no, we can calculate. Means cost of production means 1388. So this is the total cost of production you have spent for this producing this product. So for the 1388 divided by 360. So it's 3.86. So this is in 3.86. It's not dates, 3.86. So from this, no, average stock of work in progress is 51 and average stock of production per day is 3.86. So if you divide that, no, you will get 13.21 days. So for work in progress, no, from raw material to work in progress to that stage, no, it will take almost 13.21 days to come to next stage, the second stage. So it's clear, students. So next we will calculate finished goods. So F is in average stock of finished goods divided by average stock of goods sold per day. So for that note, average stock of finished goods is opening finished goods plus closing finished goods divided by 2. So from this, no problem, means opening balance also they have given and closing balance also they have given. So finished goods is 260 and 300. So 260 plus 300 divided by 2, 560 divided by 2. So your total average of finished goods is 280 lakhs you will spend. Averagely you will spend around 280 lakhs. So next we have to calculate average stock of goods sold per day. So means the formula for this is cost of goods sold divided by 360. So from this table, no, what is the cost of goods? So the final step is 1588. So this is the cost, total cost you have spent for producing this product. So 1588. So 1588 divided by 360. So average cost of goods sold per day is 4.41 you have spent. Okay, if you divide that, no, so average stock of finished goods is 280 and average divided by average stock of goods sold per day is 4.41. So if you divide that, no, you will get 63.49 days. So from work in progress to finished goods, no, to come to next stage, it will take almost 63.449 days it will take to finish that product from work in progress to finished goods, that stage. So it's clear, students. So next we will go for debtors. Means average accounts receivable or bills receivable divided by average credit sale per day. So in note, what is the, how to calculate average accounts receivable? Means accounts receivable or bills receivable or debtors. So opening balance plus closing balance. So here I have taken average bills receivable or accounts, anything. So opening balance plus closing balance divided by 2. So here they have given book debts, no, it means debtors. Means you means the company will get that money in the future. So it's in credit basis, no. So opening balance and closing balance they have given 380 plus 450. So you have to add this. So you'll get 830 divided by 2. So 415. So average accounts receivable in the company is 415 lakhs. So next we have to calculate average credit sale per day. So here formula is sales. Credit sale average means average, if you are calculating means credit sale divided by 360. So here, no, in this no, they have given total sales as rupees 2000 lakhs. So they have not specified credit sale is so much and cash sale is how much. So they have not given specified. So we have to consider full sales as a credit sale. So they have not, if they mention 50% as cash and 50% as credit, no, then we have to take only 50%. Here they have not mentioned clearly, so we have to assume all this total sale is credit sale only. So here total credit sale is 2000 and divided by 360. So 5.56. So credit sale per day. So your total data means average accounts receivable is 415 divided by average credit sale per day is 5.56. So your total value of data is 74.64 days it will take to recover that money. So next we will calculate what is the value of C. C is a creditor. So now accounts payable, the company has to pay because we have borrowed on credit basis, the company has, in future the company has to return that money. So that is called creditors. Okay, the accounts, average accounts payable divided by average credit purchases per day. So the first we have to make average bills payable or account payable is opening balance plus closing balance divided by 2. So here trade creditors they have given opening balance and 250 and 300 they have given. 250 plus 300 is 550 divided by 2. So it's 375. So average accounts payable or bills payable is 275 lakhs. You will spend for that only. So next average credit purchases per day. So credit here the formula is credit purchases divided by 360. So in this in this problem they have mentioned only purchases of raw material and stores is 810. So this is the additional purchases. If they given in the bracket credit, so we have to take. If they are not given full, we will assume as it is total credit purchases is 810. So 810 divided by 360 is 2.25 per day you will spend for that. Okay. Next the value of C is average accounts receivable is 275 divided by average credit purchases per day is 2.25. So your total creditors period is under this stage you will spend 122.22 days you will spend for this. So it's clear students how to calculate individually, how to calculate average of all the items. So from this following what we have calculated all this stage from our value is the 109.59 days, and for next stage is work in progress, no, it will take 13.21 days it will take to complete that stage. So third is finished goods, it will take 63.49 days, and D is the debtors. Under this stage no, it will take 74.64 days, and creditors 122.22 days it will take to complete this stage. So first we will take all this and we will add all the items from raw material, work in progress, finished goods and debtors. So you will get 260.93 minus creditors is 122.22. So your working capital cycle is, it will take almost 138.71 days. So we can take it as round figure because it's at 138.71. So only in the working capital cycle, no, after calculating that, only that you can take it as round figure. Before individually raw material and working capital, finished goods and all, we cannot take round figure because after completing one stage, no, immediately the next stage will start. So we should not take it as a round figure, but overall cycle, no, it will take almost 138.71. So we can take it as 139 days. So total it will take. So from this first we have calculated working capital cycle. Okay, next we have to calculate working capital requirement. So in this note they have given contingencies also. So for that the formula for calculating working capital requirement is cost of goods sold per day into operating cycle plus contingency. So if they are given contingency, no, we have to add. So cost of goods sold per day means from the table, no, what cost of goods sold overall we have calculated divided by 360, no. So 4.41 day means per day how much, so much you will spend for overall cost per day you will spend into 300,000 means 139 into 139 days. So one day if you are spending overall, means cost of goods sold means what, for producing that product from starting to end to the selling. So how much cost you have to spend. So per day how much, if you divide that into 360, no, so per day 4.41 lakhs you will spend for producing that product. So into how many days it will take to produce that day, means 139 days to it will take to produce that product, one product. So per day if you are spending 4.14, no, so total for 139 days how much it will cost. So if you multiply that, no, you will get 612.99 plus contingencies they have given, you have to add 4.75 lakhs. So you will total capital requirement. So if you from this following information, no, we have calculated total cost required for producing that product is 617.74 lakhs. You need to produce that product. This much cost if you have, no, you can properly produce that product. So this is what working capital requirement. So we are estimating, means after 1 year you have to spend so much money. So how much we have to spend, no, we are calculating in advance. So forecasting the amount how much we required in the future. Okay, so 617.74 lakhs you need to produce, cost you need for producing this product. So the company's operating duration is 139 days and the working capital requirement is 617.74 lakhs you need for producing that product. So it's clear, students, how to calculate. If they given means if they're not given the averages, no, then we have to calculate averages, then we have to find the value of this. So this is an illustration 3. From the following information forecasted by the CS Limited for the year ending 31st March 2010. So this is an information they have given. So they have given balance at the 1st April 2019 means opening balance 1st April, and balance at 31st March 2010. Next year 31st March means it's a closing balance. So raw material they have given opening and closing, work in progress, finished goods, debtors and creditors. So by using that formula, no, opening balance and closing balance divided by 2, by using that formula you can find the value of all. So annual purchases per raw material they have given. So annual is total purchases, additional purchases they have given. Cost of production from this table, no, means cost of goods sold. First we will find what is in cost of means raw material consumed, next cost of production, next cost of goods sold. So these three things we will calculate in this calculation of cost of goods sold. So here, no, they have already given cost of production and cost of goods sold, so no need to calculate this too, but you have to calculate means raw material consumed, only first step. So opening balance means raw material opening balance purchases minus closing stock of raw material. If you calculate, no, you will get raw material consumed. Till that you have to calculate. Remaining all they have already given in the problem. So annual sales also they have given. So next important point, you may take 1 year as equal to 365. So in the previous videos, no, we have considered as 360 days, but here, no, we have to consider it is 365 days. So don't take 360, it's 360. If they not mention, no, we have to assume it as 360. If they mention, we have to take what is the information they have given, we have to take. So here we have to take 365 days. So you are required to calculate net operating cycle period. So what is an operation cycle, and calculate working capital requirements also. So here they have not given contingency, so we will ignore that. So it's clear, students, how to calculate. So if you try to solve this problem, if you have any doubt, you can contact me. Thank you.